Hello, boys and girls. It is time for Wooldridge's. Oh, I'm going to have to move my book over. There we go. Weekly Read Aloud. This week is week 29. I thought we would read a book about insects. This one is called Bees and Beelines. It's by Judy Hawkes and it's illustrated by Aloud. Thumbs up for the title page. Bees and Beelines. Bzz, bzz. The honeybees are busy in our garden today. They fly from blossom to blossom sucking nectar. I wonder where they live. Sometimes bees fly more than a mile away from home to find flowers filled with nectar. When they have sucked all the nectar they can carry, they fly straight home. Bees always fly home in a beeline, a line that is nearly straight. They fly around buildings or hills in their way. Then they continue their straight flight home. So see, the line comes around the hill, but it's pretty straight for the most part. How can they fly so straight? Walking in a straight line even for a little way is hard for me. I know I could never keep in a straight line for a mile. I decided to ask my uncle about this. My uncle is a scientist who studies bees. We often talk together about them. To fly in a beeline, he told me, the bees first must know exactly where they are going. To learn this, the young bees first go to bee school, where they take flying home lessons. School is held in front of their home in the morning and again in the afternoon. Look, they're having school. At their lessons, the bees fly backwards so they always face their home. They learn how the place looks at different times of the day, from different directions and from longer and longer distances. They never forget how to find their way home, and they never get their hive mixed up with any others. When a bee looks at her hive, she gets 12,000 views of it all at once. This is because bees have 5 eyes. 2 of her eyes are very large. They bulge from the sides of her head. These 2 big eyes are made up of 6,000 eyes put together. They are called compound eyes. The other 3 eyes are on top of her head. They are small single eyes. So there are her 2 big compound eyes, and there are her small 3 other eyes. Single eyes. A bee can see back, in front, up, down, and on both sides at the same time. Familiar buildings and trees and hills help bees find their way. They use the light from the sun to guide them. A bee can tell where the sun is even on cloudy days. The sun helps bees fly in a straight beeline. When a bee leaves the hive, she notices whether she is flying toward the sun or away from it or off in some other direction. As soon as a bee has learned to find her way home in a beeline, she goes out to gather nectar. Sometimes a bee finds a field so full of ripe flowers, ripe with nectar, that she gets other bees from the hive to help her. She hurries home with her load of nectar. Then she tells other bees all about her find. She does not talk. My uncle and many other scientists think she touches the bees with her tongue. Then she starts to dance. Honeybees have 2 kinds of dances. They are called the round dance and the waggle. In the round dance, the scout bee who has found the flowers dances around and around in a circle. She dances on the comb inside the hive. In the waggle, the scout first runs across the center of the comb, wagging her tail from side to side. Next, she circles to the right, and then she circles to the left until she has danced a figure 8. So she does a circle here, and then she does a circle here until she makes an 8 with her body. As she starts her dance, she beats time with her wings. This makes a loud whirring noise. Other bees crowd around her. With their long feelers, they catch the beat, and soon they are dancing too. When they understand the message of the dance, they make a small beep sound. At this signal, the dance ends. The bees hurry out of the hive and fly away in the direction of the field of flowers. My uncle explained what scientists think the dances mean. If the leader does a simple round dance, the other bees know the flowers are near the hive. If the leader does the waggle, the other bees know that the nectar is not near the hive. But they need more clues to help them find the nectar. The way the leader of the waggle starts the figure 8 is very important. It gives the direction the bees must fly to find the nectar, whether away from the sun or toward the sun or even at an angle. My uncle drew some pictures to explain this to me. They look like maps. So if the bee, they have to go straight towards the sun to get to the flowers, then the bee goes straight. They have to go away from the sun to get to the flowers, then the bee goes this way to do her figure 8. If it's at an angle, then she does her figure 8 to the side. Or if it's at a different kind of an angle, she does her figure 8 to the other side. The whirring noises at the start of the dance tell how much nectar the scout has found. The noises also tell something about how far away the flowers are. If the leader dances the figure 8 as fast as 10 times in 15 seconds, the other bees know that the nectar is about 100 yards away. A slower dance means that they must go farther. A very slow dance means they will have to go a mile or 2 to find the nectar. The bee scout will seldom go more than 2 miles. If she is telling the other bees about flowers that far away, her dance will be only a crawl. Once they have the message, off the bees go. They fly straight to the flowers, get the nectar, and fly right back to the hive. In a beeline, of course. The end. I enjoyed learning with you boys and girls. I can't wait till next time.